that weld, where that's welded onto the chassis, you've got to grind the weld underneath there flat. Well, you don't have to, but I always do because it sits better.
Yeah, just tug against it. So with the Jimmy Bits kit, it's about $150 brand new, and then probably another $20 on shipping, so it's about $170. I bought mine personally for $90 second hand off Facebook, and that meant I didn't have to pay for shipping cost either. But realistically, you'd probably be paying about $170 for it. In terms of the quality of it, the paint job was very poor. I believe that they probably haven't sandblasted it and it's just a spray coat, because the paint chipped and scratched super easy with little force on it. In terms of the kit itself, the installation was quite difficult. I had to modify and cut some bits of the chassis off, as well as the fact that I had to modify the kit itself. I had to actually cut down the pieces they gave me because they didn't fit on properly. When I'm looking at the pictures, when it said the ones that don't fit great, because there are Australian models where it doesn't fit great, my pictures didn't even match either of those. The instruction guide I actually couldn't find anywhere online. It actually came with the kit. So I'm not going to post it because I assume they've probably done that for a reason. But if you're really curious, I'm sure someone could send you an image. But overall, once it was installed, it is actually a really solid point. There's no way it's going to come off. The only way it's going to come off is if my chassis itself comes off. So that's going to break before the point does. Once it was installed, there was a problem with the nudge bar, as you could see earlier. And the way I solved that was I put a soft shackle around it, and that seems to have solved the problem. Soft shackles, it's not ideal. It's quite expensive, and it breaks. It cuts, a lot easier, but it is only a 1.2 ton car, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'm not too stressed. The shackle's rated to 9 tons. So overall, I'd rate the Jimmy Bits probably about a 6 out of 10. There are better options, but they're a lot more expensive, and I'm going to explain those now. Oh, hi. So I've got a Suzuki Jimny, 1998 model, and I was looking to put some recovery points on them. I've heard that you guys offer aftermarket recovery points.
We do, but not for those vehicles, unfortunately. It's majority of the time it's the newer ones we do. We don't do them for the older vehicles, unfortunately.
So you don't do the you don't do aftermarket recovery points for the Suzuki Jimnys anymore?
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
Yeah. You can try Road Safe. We'll probably do something.
Yep. The other option would be, how much would it cost, do you think, roughly, to install a bull bar then, including to install a bull bar?
Yep, for the same 98 Jimny.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. Let me have a look. There we go. So you'd be looking at a fitted price of around $1,420.
And I'd probably need new suspension as well. So how much, if I was to get the Old Man Emu suspension with that, how much do you reckon that would cost, just roughly?
No, just let's have a look. You'd be looking at around the $1,700 mark, roughly.
Alright, no worries. Alright, thank you.
No problems at all, mate. Thank you.
In terms of your alternative to Jimmy Bits, you've got Genuine 4x4. So that's a small business based over east. And they offer a front recovery point for about $110. But with Genuine 4x4, that's currently out of stock. It's a small business. You'd have to speak to them privately and inquire with them. But currently, right now, you can't actually get that from their site. The only other alternatives I can see for getting a front recovery point would be to pay someone to manufacture one for yourself. That would probably be really costly, and you'd have to have the engineering knowledge to be able to design one. And you wouldn't even know if it's rated properly either. ARB on the phone says they don't do one. There have been people who claim that they do, so you'd have to inquire with them yourself. It's probably a state thing, so I'm in WA, but maybe over east they offer it. Maybe if you've got a mate there, they'll do it for you, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Other alternatives is maybe an X-Rox bar, but with that you'd still have to get the upgrade suspension, so At the same time, you'd probably be looking to get a twinch lift, and a Tough Dog twinch lift is about $1,400, and you have to specify, that you want to put a bull bar on, but they'll do that for you. So for me personally, Jimmy Bits, while it wasn't that great quality, it was the best option for me personally. In terms of a rear recovery point, I just use my tow bar. So what I've done is I've removed the tow ball from the back of it, so it's a lot safer to recover off. And you just put a shackle through the hole, and it's very strong. It's connected to the chassis by 2 strong bolts, and that's good for getting recovered off.